Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. God, it sucks to film this today, but this is the last video for the 2019 Eurovision season on my channel. That's crazy to say. It's over. Post-Eurovision depression has kicked in, and I'm trying to keep it away by filming this, but it will start kicking in once this is uploaded. But today what I'm going to do is talk about the grand final. I'm gonna go over the results scoreboard wise. I've got scoreboard on my phone, so I'll work 26 up to first. I'll kind of touch upon the semi-final results a bit because they're a bit interesting, I think, and yeah, just somewhat talk about the show. First of all, I do need to say straight up, the whole thing about Madonna's performance and Hitari, I was going to touch on Hitari anyway, but I feel like I need to bring up Madonna as well because I can't bring up one and not talk about the other. The thing with Hitari is I think the EBU and everyone knew they were planning on doing something. We all knew they were planning on doing something, but they didn't do it on the stage. They did it after the votes, so in a way it didn't affect it. Whereas Madonna, she had a performance that needed to be approved by the EBU. She didn't have the part with the two flags approved, and yet she still did it. I do not agree with that. So we can't say Eurovision isn't involving politics, because when you had it in Israel there was always going to be the controversy. People were boycotting it. The thing is, I'll talk about Hitari a bit more, but Madonna is absolutely in the wrong. If she was going to do that, she shouldn't have accepted it. Fair point, you wanted the money, but you were pretty much losing money anyway from everyone telling you to not do it. So you should have just listened and not do it if that's what you were planning to do. That pissed me off. You were given so much money to be there. You didn't even put on a good performance and you go and do that. No, I really hope the EBU doesn't allow big name performers into Eurovision, because it's Justin Timberlake was good, I'll admit that, but Madonna was just, I didn't like her performance. She literally couldn't sing her first song on key. She left her keys at home. That's courtesy of the Eurovision group chat. I don't know who said it, but someone said it in the Eurovision group chat. And then she had to use Woman Auto-Tune for her second song. There's no point, and I'm done with it. That's all I'm going to say on that. Let's just get into the actual participants, the people who matter. So I've got the scoreboard on my phone here, well, my other phone. So let's talk about UK. What did I say? What did I say? We were going to do crap. And it sucks. Michael does not deserve that result. Michael doesn't deserve a measly 16 points. Like, seriously? And it also, this is going to be perceived as sweet and hate. I do not like the fact Jan Lundvik literally was topping the jury vote, whereas pretty much the same song written by the same person, just because it's got the UK's name on it, comes near the bottom. I cannot. Can we just not see it? I think it's very obvious now. Like, we were also given a shitty running position. Like, seriously? I did expect Germany to be last, but no, I can't even fault it. Michael tried his best. Bless his heart. He tried. He had to stand as a UK representative. People saying shit about him. All for him to come last, where he's given so many great vocal performances, and the jury couldn't even award that. But yet you can award Sweden, which is basically the same song. I'm sorry, I really hope the BBC sort their shit out in 2020. This next decade, we need to sort this out, because I can't stand another 10 years of not having at least a top 10 result. I'm sick of it. The BBC need to reevaluate everything and be like, we need modern songs. because they're sending the same stuff. Moving on. Belarus in 25th. Kind of shocked at that. However, Xena wasn't on point vocal wise. I just thought people would gravitate towards it, but I guess not. This did shock me. I thought this could do really well. I thought it would outshine Cyprus like it did in the semi for me, but I guess not. Although at the end of the day, Xena can be proud of that. She got to the final, she's 16, and I hope she comes back in a couple of years when she's a bit more mature and she's found who she is as an artist. I'd love to see her back with like a mature song. I'd love to see her back. Germany in 24th, I think this was a shock. I think almost everyone predicted Germany would be last, and they weren't. So that's kind of shocking. I mean, I kind of did like the performance. Can I even say that and not like be like backing down on everything I said? I liked the performance. I thought they sounded great. It's weird, but you know what? More power to them. They didn't come last, so. Israel in 23rd. This wasn't deserved at all. Oh, this sucks. That's not deserved at all. Literally, Kobe's performance had me like almost in tears. Like, it was so beautiful. You could tell like, he cared about his performance, and yeah, I can't believe it did that bad. But you know what? It's just another thing with the host country constantly getting like bad results, unless you're Sweden, of course. But the host country has not particularly been doing well for the last couple of years now, have they? Spain in 22nd. I think this was a shock. I had a feeling it wouldn't do well, but I thought it would at least come top 20. Geez, bottom 5 for Spain with Lavenda. Maybe coming after Australia hurt it. I kind of thought it would, but I didn't think it would be bottom 5. It came last with the juries as well, which kind of thought it would. I had a feeling it would flop with the juries because his vocals were a bit dodgy at times when I listened into a jury show. And it's like there's better songs there that they were voting for. Greece, 21st. This was the flop of the year, I'm assuming. Looking at it, Greece was the flop. Who would have thought? Not me at all. She wasn't really doing well in the juries either, and I was like, did we not hear that note? But I'm like shocked at that. I thought that was going to do top 10. I really thought that was going to go into the top 10, but I can't comment on that because that's just left me like, what is Eurovision anymore? San Marino 20th. You know what? Sarah Hat. Good job. 10th in the televote. 10th in the televote. Can we talk about that? Didn't really, it was racking up points from the juries though. It didn't do well, but it was still racking up points from the juries, which has me kind of like shook. Sorry to the person who actually hated me saying shook in my live voting reaction. I say it a lot. But oh my god, I was like shocked. It was racking up points from the juries and I was like, what is going on? And then it got 10th in the televote and I was like, Sarah, you got San Marino's best result. You got 20th. You beat Greece. I can't believe it. I'm like shook. There you go, there's another one for you. 19th is Estonia. Kind of shocked this is high, but then kind of not. I knew it had local appeal, so you know, that makes sense. Yeah, I can't really comment on this. Other than the camera work, there was a point in the actual live broadcast, so it's Spinner and Victor. I think someone else was meant to take over. So it's Spinner and Victor. The person who was spinning around Victor runs off stage, obviously, 'cause it was meant to go to the next camera shot, but the camera didn't change, and you literally just saw the guy running off, and then you were just like, wait, what's going on? And then it switched back like 5 to 10 seconds later, and then it was like back to normal. I'm like, what? I'm so kind of glad this is finally done with, in a way, because some of the stuff has been, Jesus Christ, rehearsals and everything and camera work has just been a shit show when it came to Israel this year. The fact Norway didn't get a rerun in their jury performance when almost the exact same thing happened. I'm hoping the Netherlands can have good camera work and actually work with the artists next year to create, you know, something that they want to perform. Is that a bit shady? No. 18th is Albania. I didn't think this was going to do that well because it was in number 2, but I'm glad it did well, you know, I'm glad. I was right where it came in the semi. I think it did come 9th. Let me double check this. 9th in the semi, so I was right about it being bottom end, which is why it was in the number 2 position. I know my thing, but then also, like, I'll get into the whole semi results and running order because it's kind of confusing for me at times, but I'm glad Albania did really well. I didn't think it was going to be the Balkan song that did the best, and it wasn't, so no surprises. But surprised here in 17th is Serbia. I thought this was going to do the best out of all the Balkan songs, and it didn't, which is kind of shocking. I thought this was going to be the one, but I guess, where did it come in the running order? It came after Italy, and then before, no, yeah, it came after Italy and before Switzerland, so both of those sucked up points from it, which makes sense. I thought it was going to do really well for the juries, but a different Balkan song did well for the juries, which I'm actually really happy with, which I'll talk about. But yeah, kind of shocked, but it was in the top 20. I did say top 15, but that didn't happen, did it? 16th, Malta. This was robbed. Like, how? It only got 20 points from the televote, and the fact they showed her face is absolutely cruel. First you leave her till last in the semi-final, and then you make her see that she's got 20 televotes. She looked crushed. That was, no, you can't do that. That was, no. But this was, what? It was gaining points from the juries like really steadily. It was doing really well, and then 20 televote points. Going first really bombing hurt their chances, and that sucks. She came, what, like 6th in the semi? I want to say 8th. 8th in the semi. Didn't expect that. I thought it did way better. 15th is Cyprus. Yeah, flopped in a way that people thought it was going to be top 10, top 5 when it was first released. And yeah, what did I say about Cyprus when I actually wrote stuff about it? This is what shocked me. This came 9th in the semi. I told you it flopped in the semi. Who's right about certain things? Moi. Yeah, she came 9th in the semi, which kind of has me a bit boggled. 9th in the televote and 4th in the jury. That's not the way I thought it went. Wow, not at all. Yeah, but top 15 I thought it would be. You know, I had a feeling top 15, but would struggle to be top 10. France was another kind of flop, considering everyone thought it was in contention to win. Nope, not at all. I knew it wasn't either. Like I said, the song was just too generic. They tried to rely on the staging, and what did it do them? 14th. Yep, that's all I'm gonna say. Moving on to the left hand side of the scoreboard. Slovenia in 13th. I am so happy. Oh my god. Fuck everyone who said it would flop. It didn't. It came left hand side. It got the same amount of points as France, but I'm assuming they had to use the tiebreaker system when it came to that, and Slovenia came out on top. Yes, I was scared this was going to flop in the televoting, and it didn't, which has me shook. It was gaining points from the juries as well, slowly but steadily. It came 13th. It came left hand side. This is their best result of the decade. It is tied like position wise with 2011, but points wise, this is their best result when you break it up between No One and Sebi, which are two of my favourite Slovenian entries of this decade, so taste. But I'm happy with that. You know, it was always a subdued song, but it did better than Cyprus, which came after it, which I thought could have been a bit of a curse, but top 15 at least I was right about, and the simplicity was a contrast, and it wasn't that close points wise to the top 10 looking at it, but it came 13th. So 12th though was a massive shocker. Denmark, from being 10th in the semi to 12th in the final. I mean, I guess it had the support of all the Scandinavian countries, and I guess if people found it cute, they voted for it. I'm kind of shocked at that, actually. What did I say about this? I said bottom 5. I thought this was going to come bottom 5, to be honest. I didn't think it would do top 15. But good on ya, Leonora. Good on ya. Good on ya. 11th is the Czech Republic. I'm kind of annoyed with this. This came second in the semi, but it got third in the running order. So I thought this came mid-table based on the running order, but it didn't. It came second. So why was it given third in the running order? Yeah. I'm glad this came top 15. It was so close to the top 10. Not really, points-wise, but it was like doing really well in the juries, and then it flopped in the televote. Only 7 points from the televote. I thought it was going to be a pretty even playing field when it came to the Czech Republic, because it was very televote friendly for me, and then very jury friendly. But I guess it was more jury friendly if anything, which is great. I'm glad. You know what? Czech Republic are sorting out Eurovision. They're figuring it out. They're doing well, and they're slowly just finding their paces with different songs. Like, they maybe didn't do so well with the ballad in 2016, but they did amazing with like the high energy pop last year, and then the more indie stuff they did well with as well. They're trying different things out, and that's what I like. I hope next year they get in the final as well, because they're doing well. Iceland 10th. I predicted it would come top 10. I thought it could have been top 5, but maybe not. It did semi well in the juries, and then it, like I said, high televote score. Although the whole Palestinian flag issue, it was always that case of they were going to do something. I think everyone knew it. The EBU must have knew it, so they should have expected something to happen. They said they weren't going to do it on stage, and they never, which is, I'm glad they kept to somewhat of their promise. At the end of the day, I don't agree with what they did, you know, but I'm glad they did it when it wouldn't affect them. You know, you can't be mad at Hatari and then not be mad at Madonna, or vice versa. You need to be angry at both if you're angry at one of them, or not angry at all. You know, they did it after the points had been revealed, and for the EBU to save their blooming arses, they had to quickly, you know, get them away, you know. I like the song, you know. I grew to love the song, and the staging, you know, was absolutely amazing. I'm glad it did well. No doubt about it. Oh, can we talk about another flop? In 9th place, in a way. Kind of a flop for being second before this final in the betting odds. Australia. This did start going down in the betting odds, and I was like, haha, yes. Get in there. I think I banked too much on the hype for this of being a potential winner, because I knew it wasn't a potential winner, but I was like, oh, the hype will make it a winner. Look what happens. Do not fall into the hype, because it's Eurovision and anything can happen. What did I say about this? It did win semi-1, I was right about that. But other than that, it kind of flopped in the televote, and then kind of flopped as well. I wouldn't say flopped, but it didn't do as well as I expected it to do in the juries. Yeah. Can we talk about now the surprise of the night? North Macedonia in 8th place. Second in the semi. Beat Sweden in the semi. Beat everyone but the Netherlands in that semi. What? I knew this is done way better in the semi. I had a feeling kind of flopped in the televote, but where did it come in the semi jury wise? It came first in the jury vote in the semi. Like, North Macedonia changed their name and suddenly get their best result ever. I'm telling you, watch out, because if they keep this going, good songs with good staging, they might be onto something. Oh my god, imagine that. But I'm really happy for them. What did I say? I put just top 20 hopefully. I wanted this top 10 so badly, and look what happened. I just didn't think people would give it the time of day. I didn't expect this one to be the Balkan song that blew up. But it was getting 12 from the juries left and right. Like, the UK jury has taste and gave it 12 points. Female empowerment, yes. I cried. I'm glad. I'm happy for them because they didn't qualify for 7 years. And now they have a top 10 result. Like, that's amazing. Tamara didn't even qualify her first time at Eurovision. She qualifies the second time and gets top 10. Like, I can't believe it. Azerbaijan in 7th. Yeah. Was it top 5 in semi 2? Was I right about that? I think I was. Yep, I was right about it being top 5 in the semi. Only just, because it did come 5th. Defo top 10 result in the final, I got that right. Potential top 5, it was close to a top 5 result. It wasn't much of a dark horse, but yeah, I still stand by the staging was too much, and that could have turned some people away from it, but at the end of the day it got a top 10. They didn't qualify last year for the first time ever, and they've come back with a top 10 result. So 6 is Sweden. Can I just talk about did well in the juries, first in the juries, but flopped in the televote? There's a disconnect. There is something going on, and I don't know if it is a Sweden bias in the juries or they're all trying to kiss up to the EBU and Bjorkman. But let's be honest, there is a bias. You can't have a song, Too Late for Love, right? It does first in the jury vote in the final. And you have a pretty much similar song with the UK, but you're like, Sweden. You boost it up. That doesn't make any sense to me, because they were literally the same song. And then also, something, I don't want to say something's going on, but Sweden need to realise by sending safe songs, they're not going to get anywhere in the televote. Like, look at Norway, first in the televote for doing something different. They mixed genres together, whereas Sweden was just gospel. They've been sending same songs year in, year out. Pop for 2 years, like 2018 and 17. 16 as well was kind of a bit poppy. 2015 was poppy. For the last couple of years, the public aren't getting behind them because it's the same thing. You had Jan Henrik. You could have sent him. Sending something different and daring is going to get you high in the televote, but they're not going to do that because it would risk their jury vote. And I can't see Sweden winning with this new system, because I think if anything they've brought this new system in and it's hurting Sweden. They need to do something different. If they want to tie Ireland, they need to send something different. They need to go out of their box. And I'm not saying that in a way of, you know, like I'm from the UK, I know best. But I'd say it to the UK as well. send something different. Do something different. Why do you stick with the same thing? Because you'll think it'll work. Do something different. It's Eurovision. Who cares? You can come back next year. I think this is kind of Sweden's downfall. They don't want to risk their jury points. But it's not going to get them a win. I'm sorry. 5th, Norway. You know what? I did underrate this. And I was right to say I sensed a top 10 result with it. Didn't expect top 5, but you know what? I'm not mad at it. The jury vote and the televote with this were very different. There was a large discrepancy here. I think this is kind of saying in a way juries do go with a bit more of a safer song. Or they go with something that they think would do well. Whereas the televote just vote for what they like, and Norway was what they liked on the night, and I could feel it. You know, I saw a couple of people being like winner vibes to Norway on Twitter. Kind of agreed with them. I felt something when it came to Norway on the night. And I wasn't a massive fan of the song at first, and I didn't see the hype with it. But I could feel that. I could feel just the energy coming from the crowds in the arena. I could feel the energy coming from them. It was special. And I don't think, looking back on it, I would have been mad at a Norwegian win. I wouldn't have been mad at it. But yeah, this is a great result for Norway. So 4th is Switzerland. Yeah, this is right. You know, I'm happy for them, definitely. This is their best result in a bunch of years. They did last qualified in 2014. Can't remember really where they came there, but top 10ish, around that place. Coming back into the final and doing 4th. Look at Hannah, you've done your country proud. Yeah, I love this whole performance. I also kind of got winner vibes from this. Yeah. It also did fairly well in the jury vote, which was kind of like surprising, but not in a way. It was really weird. Where did this come in the semi? Yeah, 4th in the semi as well. So consistency. Russia in 3rd. Sergey getting 3rd again. He must be getting pissed. He's like, are you joking me? Didn't even win the televote this time. And he still came 3rd. You know, this did not do as well in the semis as everyone thought it did. I was right about that. What did I say about it? Yeah, maybe not as done as well as thought in the semi. Came 6th, if I'm right. Yeah, 6th. Yeah. What can I say? I was right. I just didn't think it did as well in the semi, and then it did really well in the final. Kind of makes sense though, because you had all of the countries voting, and you know, got to admit, neighbour voting kind of did play part in this. But yeah, Italy. I'm so happy. You know, see when the clapping took place in this, goosebumps. From the first set of claps, everyone was clapping along, and you could hear it, and you could feel the energy, and it just gave me goosebumps. Also, I had winner vibes from this. I had a feeling. I was like, this is gonna do way better. I just have a feeling this is going to do better than they've done in the past couple of years, and I'm so right this came 2nd. I would have been happy with an Italian win. It was my 2nd place before I saw any of the shows. Like if I were to go into my Eurovision scoreboard app, I'll quickly do that now. Actually, if you were to go over to Eurovision Hub, go do that. You could see that my top 2 were the real top 2. So does that indicate I have taste? You decide. But yeah, I'm really happy with Italy. You know, it was very close between Italy and the Netherlands. It was really close. A difference of what? 27 points? It could have went either way. And yeah. I don't know what to say about it. I'm happy that it came 2nd. There's nothing much else to say about it. It had a really good running order position. Where was it in here? Yeah, like I did say a win might be a question, but on the night everything came together for Italy. I think it needed a really full-on crowd, and you usually the final has a good full-on crowd, and it helped out. So good job, Italy. I think you're gonna win the next decade. I don't want to jinx it, but I have a feeling Italy really want to win, and I don't think they're gonna stop until they get a win. I wouldn't be surprised in the first years of the 20s that they win. Wouldn't be surprised. You're going to come back in the next couple of years and be like, we haven't won, you jinxed it, sorry. And then the number one was the Netherlands. I full on cried on this one, but I get so emotional when it comes to this song, because something about this song just hits me, and it's hit me every time I've heard it. It hit me the first time I heard it. You know, Duncan deserved it, because I think it shows, just like with Salvador, you don't need major staging. As long as you have a good song, you can still win. And it may have been close, but it was a two-horse race between Italy and the Netherlands looking at it, because there was a difference of like 100 points or just under between Russia and Italy. So taste has won. Taste has been found. You know, something about this song just resonated with people, and I'm glad it didn't flop in the televote. I was really worried, because Twitter had me worried for a good like hour. Basically, after the performance, people were literally going, locals didn't like it, oh, the locals I know didn't like it, locals weren't feeling it, and I was like, oh no, is this gonna flop in the televote? So much that I took my phone, my mum's phone, and the landline, and spent a good 10, 15, 20 minutes voting 55 times for Duncan. And then I spent my other votes on Malta, Slovenia, gave a vote to North Macedonia, Iceland I gave a vote to, and who was the other one? Belarus. So I gave 55 votes to Duncan and then 1 to those 5 countries. I was planning on doing that, like, no I wasn't actually, I was planning on giving 10 to the Netherlands and then splitting my last 10 between those countries. Can you tell I really wanted a Dutch one and I was worried? Just a bit. I'm really happy. You know what, it did a Ukraine. It didn't win the televote, it didn't win the jury vote, but overall it was enough to push them up. And just like Ukraine in 2016, it was a good song and it deserved it. And Russia came third. Yeah. I'm gonna look a bit on what I said. Actually, looking back on my thoughts from the last video, I predicted 8 out of the top 10. I may not have placed it correctly when it came to like the top 5 and the winners. I literally only got one of the top 5 correct. But I got 8 out of the 10 right. And then I was right with some of the shocks. Czech Republic did really well, that was a shock to a couple of people. Cyprus kind of flopped, again another shock. And then Slovenia did really well. What was a shock? I'm kind of mad at myself because before the show I did predict the Netherlands to win and I wanted them to win. But after the show I just had a prediction for Australia, and I think that was me again buying into what people were saying about the staging, and I should have just trusted my gut. Let's be honest. I should have trusted my gut. Why didn't I trust my gut? I said that in the last video. Trusting my gut was a good idea. I should keep that for the final. And I didn't do it. But, yeah. You know, I can't say much anymore. Like, that's Eurovision done with, guys. I'll talk a bit about the semi results. Just a tiny bit. Semi 1, kind of shocking that Estonia came 4th overall. Kind of. I didn't think he was going to get like through on the juries, but he did, and then he got 3rd in the televote. That's kind of a bit shocking. Another shock in here is Portugal didn't qualify with either the televote or the juries. In fact, they came last of the juries. That's kind of shocking to me, although I did kind of say it was out there. People were either going to love it or they hated it, and look what happened. They hated it. Montenegro didn't come last. I had a feeling they wouldn't, and I was right with Poland and Hungary being 11th and 12th. Belgium came 13th. That's kind of another shock for me. I didn't think it was going to do that well. Did it get at all? No. And Belarus was the 10th qualifier. That's kind of shocking to me. San Marino came above Tanta. Yeah, I think that's it. Australia won, but then Czech Republic came second, so I'm happy with that. And they won the jury. Wait, what? Didn't notice that. I did not notice that. Czech Republic won the jury vote. Greece second, Australia third. Huh. I'm kind of shocked. And if it was only the juries, Hungary would have gotten through. And San Marino wouldn't have. Oh, that's kind of upsetting. Wow. And Greece flopped in the televote. Same with Cyprus, actually, for semi-1. They both got the same amount of points. Jeez, these results are, like, stressful. Semi-2, literally 7 out of the top 10 was made out of semi-2. Can we talk about that? Let's see. Norway won the televote. That's not a surprise because they won the final televote. North Macedonia won the jury vote, like I said. That's kind of a shocking. I didn't expect that. If it was jury vote, Romania would have gotten through. Yep. If it was televote, Romania would have gotten through. Yep. And the difference between 10th and 11th, like I was talking about at that one point, it was Denmark on 10th, which I was right about. It was Lithuania on 11th. I didn't expect that at all. Wow. Ireland coming last. Austria getting 0 points in the televote. Let's see. I thought the juries would have rated Austria a bit more higher, but okay. Any other shocks in here? Again, Netherlands didn't win the televote or the jury, came third of the jury, but actually won overall by a decent margin. Anyone else that's kind of shocking? Croatia, I was right about, was 14th, so not in the bottom 3 like I thought it was. Romania came 13th, kind of robbed, considering Moldova came above it. But yeah, I mean, Malta came 8th, which I'm kind of upset about. I was right about Albania being 9th, like I said. And yeah. Norway wouldn't have qualified if it was for the juries. Neither would have Albania. It would have been Romania and Moldova instead. So it's kind of always interesting to look at the semi-final results and see what is the case, you know. And Denmark wouldn't have qualified with the televote, which is kind of shocking considering, you know, it did decently well in the final overall. So that's what I think. Let me know your thoughts about this entire season down below. Are you shocked with the winner? I don't think most people are, but did you want someone else to win? What are your thoughts on the top 10? Who did you think flopped? And who do you think surprised expectations? Surpassed expectations is what I meant to say there. Great English, Chloe. What do you think about the semi-final results? Let me know about them down in the comments below, because they're a bit interesting, I think. And anything else that I can think of? Well, are you going to go to Eurovision 2020? Let me know. I wish I could, but my exams are going to probably be in May, like always. So, nope, that will not be happening. Unless, you know, they're over with afterwards, but I don't know. Not going to even talk about that. Did you think Duncan was a worthy winner? Just let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Have you liked this week of videos? Have you liked all the videos I've done so I know what I need to be doing next year? Because expect content next year as well. I may be a bit more busy with school considering it's my last year, but I still want to make sure Eurovision is being portrayed on this channel, because Eurovision's a passion of mine. I love it. I'm probably always gonna love it, which is kind of sad, but yeah. And you know, that's it. Just let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I'm just shrugging my shoulders. If you want to keep up to date with me, my social media is down in the comments below. Twitter and Instagram, they're usually down there. Go check them out. I'm usually active on both of them. And again, like the video if you enjoyed me rambling about the results for 40 odd minutes. Subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video. And I'll see you guys in the next one, whenever that may be. I'll just see you then. Love you guys so much. Bye.